Okay, this is Brian, aka Monoliths, and we're back with another run through Minecraft. Obviously, this is the world that I left last time, and of course here is the wooden platform I was telling you about that I constructed but was not able to show you because Fraps messed up the audio during that night recording. More random explosions. I'm not exactly sure why those keep happening. I guess it's something to do with the humans. Anyway, now that we're here, I might as well go ahead and tell you a few things. I've obviously got a new setup than I had before. This is not going to cause any more audio problems. I'm going to get better quality out of everything. It's pretty much just going to be a much better setup than I had before. Obviously, I'm just kind of waiting for the nightlife to die down out there. Now, I am running single-player commands on top of humans, Mo creatures, small mod that lets you pick up arrows that anybody has fired, including, well, skeletons and other people. Mod lets you see giant creepers if you go deep enough underground that spawn other creepers. They're really hard to kill. And, oh yes, the minerals mod especially, which produces a lot of other minerals that the game did not have in it and lets you mine them and produce all kinds of nice tools with them, like hyper pickaxes. And I'm sure you're probably noticing that the textures look a lot different in this game than they did. That's because I have Misa's HD pack installed. I highly recommend this texture pack. It makes everything look so very nice. Okay, it's daytime. I really don't want to run into whatever might be running around down there, and I don't have the resources to build a ladder. So let's show you some of the stuff that single-player commands can do for you. First, here, we're going to say set end of adventure 2. That way I always have a warp to exactly the location that I ended the last video at, so I can jump to those. Now if I type go to with that same address, I'll be teleported right back up here to the top of this platform. Now here, we're going to say set speed, if I can type, to 2, and set jump, we'll say 2 as well. That looks high enough. This way now I can actually navigate, like so, and not have to worry about mobs or anything like that, so I can actually get around and really, well, explore the world. Common occurrence when you have humans around. For some reason now they just kind of randomly get into fights with each other. I'm not exactly sure why that happens. Here's another case. No, these are all good humans. There's no bad guys in this whole group, and yet here they are, randomly attacking each other. Not entirely sure why that happens. I mean, as you can see, I get right next to them, they don't bug me. This has been happening a lot lately. I'm not really sure if this is a feature of these guys, or... Oh, but... Well, we'll get it figured out eventually. Here's a boat. Let's see if boats are affected by speed. They move decently fast, but I'm not detecting a serious speed increase. That's a parrot. A lot of trees in here. This obviously is a little bit more of a nomadic experience. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of these more in the future because I've really gotten tired of the whole just build up a base and mine and go back to your base and mine some more kind of thing. I want to actually get out and see what the world's got to offer. Yeah, obviously it's going to kind of lag a little bit while it tries to load. Oh wait, white clothes. Yeah, that's the bad guy. Get rid of him. There we go. Oh, and he dropped some bread. Good. I needed life anyway. Might want to keep this out just in case. Yeah, that is the downside to doing a nomadic exploration video like this, is you never have the time to dig far enough to pick up all the stuff like iron and diamond and all that and actually make decent armor for yourself. Good news is, because these guys keep killing themselves for no apparent reason, they'll often drop pieces of chainmail armor, as you can see right here. And I apparently need some. So, put on some legs, and now I have some armor, which I did not have to do anything to get. Pumpkins. Oh, we gotta stop for this. This is like the pumpkin garden here. See, stuff that I never would have seen if I hadn't actually tried to wander out there and go exploring. Now I have to admit, my new software can kind of bog everything down somewhat. I'm not entirely sure how smooth you're going to be watching this. This could very well be choppy and jerky, and I would not know it, at least until it gets up to YouTube. But then again, it's also keeping me from having to worry about ever seeing those audio issues again, so I consider it a pretty fair trade. Let's get some of these up in the inventory like they're supposed to be, so that I can actually have some space down here on my bar. Yeah, I know who needs that, right? Oh, yep, lava pool. Oh, and boots and a helmet. Good, I needed those. Now anyway, there isn't really too much for me to actually update as far as this video goes. It was mostly just saying that there's a large list now of mods that I regularly run, and I don't really intend to stop those anytime soon. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't manage to find some iron or something. I know, I mean, I'm running single-player commands. I could literally just produce it out of thin air right in my hands, but seriously, what's the fun in that? However, this is at the 7-minute mark. I don't have a lot of time. So, we're going to show you another part of single-player commands. Instant mine, one of my favorite commands, because you can just do this. Clicky, clicky, click, 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 click. See? Drops rocks, and this mining technique allows you to mine through anything. So it's usually better to do it just 1 or 2 clicks at a time, because otherwise you're going to find you're dug yourself into a really deep pit, and like I just did right here, you won't have any torches. So it gets really dark really fast. Oh, I have better light installed too. As you notice, the darkness and such actually comes in at a nice slow shade like it should. It's not just... Oh. Still more? Yeah. I know you guys couldn't see any of that, but I discovered some iron down in that hole, and I have no idea how I missed that. I actually got 8. Perfect. If I ever have time to stop and actually build a furnace, I can actually go ahead and make use of that. Duck. Another duck. See? Duck. Oh, notice the grass colors are different? Yeah, the biomes actually work properly with this new texture pack. I mean, it just... If you have the ability to install Misa's HD texture pack, I would highly recommend doing so. I'm sorry I don't happen to have a link handy, but it really shouldn't take much watching this video for people to realize just exactly how much it changes the game. But the only thing I could say that I could find as a complaint is, if you notice the shovel on my bar down there, it's turned the wrong way. Okay, apparently my game just froze on me. This is really interesting. Hold on. Okay, and we're back. I'm not really sure exactly what caused that, but anyway, as I was about to say, let me demonstrate. See the shovel. Notice the head is pointing up, and when you dig, it's like you're whacking down on the blocks. There's really no reason for it to be like that, but for some reason when they made the set, they forgot to flip the shovel around. I think even Notch actually turned it around, if I remember right. So clearly that needs to be fixed, because it just looks flat out wrong. Of course, never ignore grabbing coal when you get a chance to get natural coal, because there just never is enough of that stuff around. Until you actually start really digging into the ground. Obviously for a nomad, you know, finding any towards the surface, like I just did, is totally invaluable. Yes, again, I know I can spawn it with single-player commands, but I'm trying to do the least amount of cheating, hacking, tweaking that I can. The jumping and running is just simply because I don't want to spend a bunch of my time, and your time, just trying to get somewhere. The video should actually have more of, you know, doing things. So, of course, I'm going to intend on actually doing exactly that. This is a really, really crazy cave system. Let's see if I can make some torches. Oh god. That was a werewolf. I gotta find him now.
Help me! Help!
Somewhere around here. I hear him. Uh-oh. He's somewhere around here. I mean, I hear him. But I'm not seeing him. This is very strange. Maybe he's under... Well, no, the sound's getting quieter the farther that way I go. I'm not really sure. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's getting nighttime. We'll see him one way or another now. Sounds like he's right next to me. Maybe he's just not loaded.
Please!
That is entirely possible, so I need to get my ass out of here, because... Oops, sorry. Because once he spawns into a werewolf, you do not want to be next to him unless you have gold tools. In fact, you really don't even want to be next to him then. Okay, check my inventory. Let's see. I got plenty of dirt. Okay, obviously... the jump and build tactic does not work very well when you have a jump height set to... oh... what is it? 12, maybe 15 meters? Anyway, go ahead and fill in my little platform here. Now, it's been about 12 minutes. Let's go ahead and mark the location here. Wow, I'm way out on Z. Anyway. It's almost about 13 minutes, really, so there's not much point in trying to skip nighttime because there's not going to be much time to really record afterwards. I can see some more pumpkins right out this way. Getting a lot of pumpkins lately. I wonder why. Anyway, I'll go ahead and smelt the iron and build an iron pickaxe, a few other things to be able to do some stuff with. And we'll just kind of get to that later. As right now, obviously, can't really do much until daytime, so we're just going to go ahead and cut it out here. Next time, I'm going to go ahead and show you a few of the other more not so nice commands that single-player commands happens to have installed. I'm hoping to show some other things like maybe find a creeper queen, but they're quite hard to locate, so that might be for a later video. Okay, thanks again for watching, and hopefully I'll have a part 4 up again sometime sooner than like a month later. Bye, everyone.